Life has a way of balancing the scales. The pain they gave you, the betrayal, the lies, the backstabbing. It may have broken you for a moment, but it didn't destroy you. And one thing is certain, what they put into this world will come back to them. See, people think they can do you wrong and walk away untouched. They think they can lie on you, steal from you, use you, manipulate you, and somehow life will just let it slide. But there's a law greater than any courtroom, a law no man can escape. And that law says, what you sow, you will reap. They thought they got away with it. They smiled in your face and laughed behind your back. They thought they could throw dirt on your name and rise while you suffered. But what they didn't realize is that every action is a seed. And when you plant seeds of pain in someone's life, you will harvest pain in your own. That's why you don't have to chase revenge. You don't have to waste your energy trying to make them pay, because life is already handling that for you. The same pain they put you through will show up in their life when they least expect it. It might not come from you, but it will come. Some of you are sitting here wondering when justice will be served. You're looking at the people who hurt you, and they seem to be thriving. But don't be fooled. Time has a way of exposing everything. The same people who hurt you will find themselves in situations they can't escape. The same tears you cried, they will cry. The same loneliness you felt, they will feel. But here's the key. Don't sit around waiting for it. Don't spend your life watching for their downfall. That's not your job. Your job is to heal. Your job is to move forward. Because when you rise, when you succeed, when you walk in your power, that's their judgment. Seeing you win after they tried to break you is a pain they won't be able to escape. So don't carry bitterness. Don't carry hate. Just know this: the universe has perfect balance. The pain they gave you is already making its way back to them. But as for you, your best days are still ahead. Keep walking. Keep building. Keep growing. Because nothing they did can stop the greatness that's inside you. What goes around comes around. It's not just a saying, it's a universal law. You can't plant seeds of destruction in someone's life and expect to harvest peace in your own. You can't tear people down and expect to be lifted up. Life doesn't work that way. Every action creates a ripple. Every choice you make sends energy out into the world. And sooner or later, that energy finds its way back to you. Some people live as if they're untouchable. They hurt others, lie, betray, and manipulate, thinking there are no consequences. They move through life with no regard for the damage they leave behind. But just because their downfall isn't immediate, doesn't mean it isn't coming. Time has a way of catching up with people. You may not see it. You may not even know when it happens, but trust this: life will always make sure the pain they caused finds its way back to them. Maybe they laughed when they hurt you. Maybe they felt powerful when they betrayed you. But power built on destruction never lasts. It may take months, years, or even decades, but when the weight of their own actions comes crashing down, it will be undeniable. And the most dangerous thing about karma? It never forgets an address. That's why you don't have to waste your time chasing revenge. You don't have to dirty your hands trying to make them feel what you felt, because life will do it for you. And when it does, it won't come in the way they expect. It will come in ways they can't run from. It will hit where it hurts the most, because that's the only way they'll ever understand the pain they caused. So don't lose yourself trying to get even. Don't waste your energy hoping for their downfall. Just focus on your path, because while they're dealing with the consequences of their own actions, you'll be too busy winning to even notice. The pain you went through wasn't wasted. It wasn't for nothing. Every tear you cried, every sleepless night, every moment you felt broken, it all had a purpose. It may not have made sense while you were in it, but looking back, you'll see that it shaped you, strengthened you, and pushed you toward something greater. Pain is a teacher. It shows you who you really are. It reveals your strength, your resilience, and your ability to rise even when everything is working against you. Without the struggle, you wouldn't have grown. Without the betrayal, you wouldn't have learned discernment. Without the disappointment, you wouldn't have found the drive to go higher. You may have felt abandoned, but the truth is, you were being redirected. You may have felt broken, but you were actually being rebuilt. The people who hurt you thought they were tearing you down, but they were really setting you up for a new level. They forced you to tap into a strength you didn't even know you had. You're standing here today not because it was easy, but because you endured. And that endurance is proof that the pain didn't break you, it made you. It gave you wisdom, it gave you clarity, it taught you who's really for you and who never was. It forced you to grow in ways you never would have if everything had been comfortable. So no, your pain wasn't wasted. It was the fire that refined you. It was the pressure that formed the diamond in you. It was the storm that cleared the path for your future. And one day, you'll look back and realize that the very thing you thought would destroy you was actually the thing that saved you. Time has a way of revealing the truth. No matter how well someone hides their intentions, no matter how carefully they cover their tracks, time will always bring everything to the surface. People can pretend for a while, they can deceive, manipulate, and act like they've gotten away with it. But time is a force they cannot escape. You may have been lied to, betrayed, or hurt by someone who seemed to walk away untouched. They might even look like they're thriving while you're still dealing with the wounds they left behind. But don't be fooled by the illusion. Time has a way of pulling back the curtain, and when it does, the truth will be undeniable. Some people spend their lives running from the consequences of their actions, thinking they can outrun justice. But no one outruns time. Eventually, their choices will catch up with them. The lies they told will unravel. The fake image they created will crack. The people they fooled will start to see them for who they really are. And when that moment comes, they won't be able to hide. You don't have to expose them. You don't have to fight to prove what they did. Just keep living. Keep moving forward. Because while they're busy keeping up appearances, time is working in your favor. Time will bring out the truth. Time will show the world who they really are. And when that day comes, all you'll have to do is stand back and watch. You don't have to fight every battle. You don't have to chase down justice or make sure they get what they deserve. Life has a way of handling people far better than you ever could. The same way they caused pain, the same way they took advantage, the same way they betrayed and manipulated. That energy is already making its way back to them. It's tempting to want to strike back, to want to make them feel what they made you feel. But revenge is wasted energy. It keeps you tied to the very people who hurt you. It keeps you stuck in the pain they caused. And the truth is, when you take matters into your own hands, you block what life is already setting in motion. See, life has a way of repaying people exactly how they need to be repaid. It doesn't always happen immediately, but it happens in a way they can't escape. It may not come from you, but it will come. It might show up in their relationships, their careers, their peace of mind. One day, they'll find themselves on the receiving end of the same pain they once gave out. So let life handle them. Don't waste your breath trying to explain yourself. Don't waste your energy waiting for them to feel sorry. Move on, heal, focus on your future. Because while you're rising, while you're building the life they never thought you'd have, life will be making sure they answer for everything they did. And when that time comes, you won't even have to lift a finger. Nothing punishes those who hurt you more than your healing. Nothing stings more than seeing you rise after they tried to break you. They expected you to stay bitter, to stay wounded, to let the pain control you. But the moment you decide to heal, the moment you refuse to be defined by what they did, that is their judgment. See, people who cause pain thrive on control. They want to know they left a mark. They want to believe they had enough power over you to change the course of your life. But when you heal, when you refuse to carry the weight of what they did, you take that power away. You show them that they failed. They may never apologize. They may never acknowledge what they did, but that doesn't matter. Your peace is louder than their guilt. Your success is louder than their excuses. When they see you smiling, thriving, and walking in your purpose, they'll realize they lost. Not because you sought revenge, not because you got even, but because you refused to let them define your story. So let them watch. Let them see the person they tried to destroy step into something greater. Let them witness the version of you they never thought would exist. Because at the end of the day, their greatest punishment is knowing that nothing they did could stop you. Wasting time waiting for their downfall won't move your life forward. Sitting around hoping they feel the same pain they put you through won't heal your wounds. The best thing you can do is shift your focus, because their karma is not your responsibility, but your future is. Every second you spend thinking about what they deserve is a second you could be using to build something better for yourself. You can't afford to be stuck in bitterness. You can't afford to let their actions keep you from reaching your potential. The truth is, they're not worth that much of your energy. Life will handle them in due time, but your success, that's on you. Your growth, your healing, your next level, that's where your attention needs to be. Let them deal with the weight of their own choices while you move forward. Because the best revenge isn't watching them fall. It's making sure you rise so high that their existence doesn't even matter to you anymore. The pain they gave you will return to them. Life has a way of bringing everything full circle. The pain they gave you, the betrayal, the lies, the manipulation, it may have shaken you, but it didn't destroy you. And the truth is, what they did will not go unanswered. It may seem like they got away with it. It may look like they're thriving while you're still trying to heal. But don't be fooled. What goes around comes around, and life never forgets. You don't have to chase revenge. You don't have to fight to make them feel what they made you feel, because the energy they put into this world will find its way back to them. You might not see it. You might never hear about it. But trust me, there will come a day when they have to face the weight of their actions. The pain you went through wasn't wasted. Every tear, every sleepless night, every moment of doubt, it was shaping you, strengthening you, preparing you. You didn't go through it for nothing. It built something in you that comfort never could. It gave you wisdom. It gave you resilience. It taught you who's real and who never was. And most of all, it set you on a path far greater than the one they tried to block. Time exposes everything. People can hide behind lies, they can pretend, they can act like they've moved on without consequences, but the truth has a way of showing up when they least expect it. The same people who thought they could walk away untouched will one day look in the mirror and realize they can't outrun what they've done. But that's not your concern. Let life handle them. Let karma do its job. Your energy is too valuable to waste on people who don't deserve it. Every minute spent dwelling on their downfall is a minute stolen from your own success. Focus on where you're going, not where they're headed, because the best revenge isn't watching them suffer. It's making sure you thrive. Your healing is their judgment. The moment you stop caring, the moment you stop hurting over what they did, you win. The biggest punishment for them isn't what happens to them. It's knowing that despite everything, they had no power over your future, that you rose, that you became everything they never thought you would. So let them deal with their own karma while you step into the life you were meant for. Keep growing, keep winning, and most of all, keep moving forward, because the pain they gave you is already on its way back to them. But your blessings, they're just getting started.